Hey guys, it's Anthony here, Super Duty Service. I got Linda's truck here. It is beautiful. 07 Lariat. We got a couple of issues. I'd like to, it does have a number 8 glow plug. So I'd like to ohm test the glow plug. If it's bad, go ahead and yank it, put another one in. There is a chance, if it ohms out good, that it would be this module right here, glow plug control module. The issue is that this truck cuts out, runs real bad in the morning. Thickum is good. Does have the wrong oil filter cap on it. I'd like to drop kick that as far away from this truck as possible. It has been into before, you can tell. That is not an OEM fastener, and the fan shroud is not supposed to be bolted on. So it has been into before. That's not a big deal. But we do have number 1 and number 3 injectors are showing low. I also have got, let me show you down here, ABS light for right front. The wires just broke off. I mean, what I'd have to do is see if I can source that plug for the truck side. The chassis side is okay. I already pulled it out. Chassis side looks good, so we can definitely just get the plug, wire it up to that, and then boom, hook it up. There you go. ABS light is gone. What else we have is I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing up. Coolant level is a little high. I'd really like to see it about to the top of my finger. You know, you could go about to the bottom of there. Doesn't really need that much. That's kind of an overkill on coolant. But what we'll do here is, let me kick the key off. Batteries seem okay, about 11.8. I've had the key on for a while. Let's check the Thickum real quick. 49, 48.5. Now let's go ahead and fire it up while we're watching it. No real drop in the Thickum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kick the RPMs up. See if we get any noticeable drop. Guys, we got a cold start issue, so I want to make sure the Thickum is power. Now we'll go ahead and I'll show this line graph here. This is each injector contributing to the engine. Now when I kick off the compensation right here, the PCM will try to compensate for a weak or underpowering injector by overfueling other injectors, overfueling the injector that's in. So what we, by kicking this button off, it throws stock fuel, the original amount of fuel, to every single cylinder. So, I mean, we might actually benefit from go ahead and doing the whole side, because number 5 was showing a little low. Number 3, number 1 is a little low. Granted, it is warm right now. So, it, you know, we've got, number 3 is by far the worst one. I imagine with it warm right now, number 3 is looking like that. It is probably the main culprit. But we got number 5 is showing a little low. You can see that the shaded line is the history. The blue line is where it's at now. The green line is in a perfect world. We got number 1. Number 5, number 3 is definitely bad. It looks like the other ones are good. This is where it gets tough. You know, if we put a full set, if we put 4 injectors in one side, it's just a hard one to. I mean, this one I've got some other videos of way worse trucks than this, so I imagine we'll probably be good with 2, 4, 6, and 8. 8's showing just a fuzz low, but you know, I mean. Number 1 actually isn't looking too bad right now. You know, if we kick them off. And I always like to look at the low line. No, I'm doing that. Let me cut these out real quick, and I like to see if the low line is pretty much the same on all of them. Line's pretty even right there, so our wiring, you know, they're contributing. The issue is, you can see number 1's a little low. We have number 8 that's showing a little low too. Just a hair. I mean, that's kind of, you know, it's kind of fine tuning it, which I don't imagine number 8 is, well, hard telling. Actually, let me take it on the road. I'm gonna take it on the road. I'm gonna get drive. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put this under a little bit of a load. We're gonna go down the road here in a second, but I got the compensation off. Let's give it a little bit. Yeah, see, they're not doing too bad right now under but the engine is warm, so it's all completely different.
Husband has to go.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead. I'm just going down the road here. You can see number 3 substantially a little bit lower. Let me try to get this so it's no glare on it. All right, let me get out here where I can get under throttle. All right, guys, we're gonna. Use this to go back for reference.
Now she gets up and goes.
You can see the history line right there, number 3, number 1. Let me reset the history real quick. Alright guys, it's really hard to see, I know, I'm sorry. Let me reset this. Let me get here on a straightaway and then we'll you know, nothing's really. But you can see right. Damn it, it's so hard to see. I'm driving into the sun. You can see number 3 right there, as I'm letting off and it's idling down. Oh, it's not doing anything. Oh, let me take this off. You can see number 3 right there starting. It's just running a little. See how it's all funky? It's all moving up and down. Right now it's a little over fueling, trying to pick it up.
Does the brakes feel all right to you?
Alright guys, here we go. A little bumpy right here. Let me get past the bumps.
How many tickets have you got to do this?
None yet. You can see number 3, number 1. The history line right there. 3 dropped down a little bit. Now watch it when it's idling. I'm coasting right now. See how number 1 and number 3 are consistently staying lower. You know, ideally we would like that to not do that. I'll make another video of a cold start, and because when we get it cold, you can see it low right there, just a little. But it's warm. I got to keep reminding you it's warm. So cold start's a whole different ball game. That's when it's survival of the fittest on these. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a video. Call that a wrap. All right, have a good day, guys.